Smoothie King asks, what's that sound? That's the sound of hearts popping out of your eyes when you see Smoothie King's all-new smoothie bowls. These Power Pack beauties are just waiting to be spooned. Our smoothie bowls start with acai or pitaya and are handcrafted with fresh toppings like sliced bananas, sweet berries, ripe mangoes, crunchy Purely Elizabeth granola, and a savory peanut butter drizzle. That's the sound of a smoothie bowl being made fresh, just for you. The new Smoothie Bowls menu, only at Smoothie King.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have some very special guests here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Vanessa Rodriguez, owner of Maria Mezcaleria.
Pedro Leon, owner of Maria Mezcaleria and Hecho in Waco.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm so glad you guys are here in the studio. The first question I always ask is, what brought you to Waco, or are you Waco natives?
I was actually born and raised in Monclova, Coahuila, Mexico, and my parents immigrated to the United States when I was 12 years old, so I am not a Waco native, but I've been here for many years.
I do tell people it is more of a title you have to claim, so if you claim the title of Wacoan, you can be a Wacoan. And for you?
I'm from Jalisco, Mexico. I moved to the United States in 2002, and I've been on Waco since 2008.
2008. Wow, that's crazy. So you've been in Waco a really long time, and you've been able to see the progression in town and kind of how much it's grown and boomed, definitely. So you actually run Hecho in Waco, and you used to run number 9 for a really long time. So you've been in the restaurant industry for quite a while, right?
Yes.
And then now with your brand new venture, tell me more about it.
So, we decided to open Maria Mezcaleria because, like we were talking about earlier, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 4 years, and I was always telling my husband that I wanted to start working. And at first, we had said that we wanted to open a wine bar, but then somehow that didn't work out. And then one day, he was like, why don't we open a mezcal restaurant? Because I love mezcal.
Mm-hmm.
And he, actually came up with the idea. And then we went to see a few places in Austin because mezcal is growing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to see a few places in Austin, and we were like, let's do it. And somehow we just came up with the idea to open a restaurant bar. But we wanted to focus more on the bar side.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just went and opened it.
Yay, that's fantastic. So for those at home who don't know, explain what mezcal is.
Okay, so mezcal is its own spirit. You know how you have vodka, you have tequila, you have whiskey. Mezcal is its own spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people always confuse it as a smoky tequila, which is not. Mezcal is very smoky in flavor.
But it's still agave-based, right?
Yes, it is agave-based, but it's its own spirit. The only difference between tequila and mezcal is that mezcal can be made out of 30 to 40 different agave plants.
Wow.
And then tequila can only be made from the blue Weber agave plant.
Mm-hmm.
So with mezcal, you can combine different agave plants in one bottle or one batch, and it gives it a very distinct flavor. And then with tequila, you can only use one agave, which it's always, the flavor is very consistent in every tequila bottle. Also, mezcal can be made in 7 states in Mexico, and then tequila can only be made in the state of Jalisco to be able to be called tequila.
Mm-hmm.
And then mezcal, to be able to be called mezcal, it has to be in those 7 different states.
Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. That's so cool. And again, it's something someone might not have known. And you loved it so much you named your restaurant. So tell me about the restaurant.
So the way we came up with the name was because my mother-in-law's name is Maria.
Oh.
So we just decided to name it that. But then when we were coming up with the logo, we decided to go with Maria Felix. She was a famous Mexican actress in Mexico from the 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And we used her as a logo. But the reason behind the name is really my mother-in-law.
Oh.
Her name is Maria Dolores Aguirre Orozco.
Oh,
She's the mother of 14 children.
wow. And you have one 4-year-old, right? So family really matters to you.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Really family oriented.
I love that. And so now you guys are open. So tell me where you're at. Why'd you choose where the old Rayleigh was? Why the Hippodrome? Why the location?
So we looked at other places, but Pedro's actually friends with Hunter Harrell. And one day he just asked him about like going to look at it, just because.
Just to see.
Yeah. And he actually took us to look at it, and we kind of fell in love with it.
Aww.
Because it was like a small, it's a very small place, and it just seems cozy.
Yeah.
And that's how we found it, because he actually took us there.
Yeah, shout out. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. So you guys just have your soft opening. So how long have you guys actually been up and running now?
We just been there for like for a month.
About a month, yeah.
A month.
And every time I look out there, that patio was full. So I think you guys are doing amazing.
Yes, the patio is really nice.
Yeah, what has the community response been like?
We actually didn't know that there was that many people actually looking for mezcal. Which it's been like, it took us by surprise because we didn't know that many people knew about it. And so they've been really welcoming. There's a lot of people that go and like ask us about like, this mezcal, do you have this mezcal? And we were like surprised because we didn't know that people actually like mezcal, because you have to get accustomed to the taste. It is very strong in flavor. So a lot of people like it.
Yeah, and it's really nice since we do have a larger Hispanic population here. What has it been like being POC business owners here in Waco?
It's actually, I feel very proud because I know the Hispanic community is not as big as other cities. And so just to be able to showcase like what our culture is like is like a very fulfilling feeling.
Yeah. And I guess that goes back also with being family oriented and wanting to give a space to people.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we'll just go ahead and take a commercial break real fast and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
911, what's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean, could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. 2 haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode, we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Oh yeah,
Loud.
I'm back,
Okay.
baby. Woo!
Hi, I'm Trey Cooper,
I'm Solomon Cooper.
and we're the hosts of the Kid Stays in the podcast.
It's a cross-generational discussion about movies. Two perspectives. I'm the young one, he's the old one, and we have
I
some
don't
fun arguments.
I don't think we need to say it that way.
You're old.
Anyway, whenever you tune in to listen to the Kid Stays in the podcast, you can expect to hear a very, very intelligent discussion of a film from me and a really imbecilic perspective from Solomon, who hates anything that wasn't made after 2007.
They're very rude to me.
We tried to watch a movie from 1985 once, and he really hated it. Tune into our show. Hear me roast Solomon week after week.
Find us anywhere you get your podcast or on roguemedianetwork.com.
Hola, yo soy Jackie.
Y yo soy Jessica.
Y esto es Zona del Crimen. Un podcast donde hablaremos sobre casos de crímenes reales
Y eventos impactantes que han quedado marcados a través del tiempo.
Recuerden que nos pueden seguir en Facebook, Instagram
o donde escuches tus podcasts favoritos.
And now, back to the episode. And we're back. So we were just talking about how it's so important to have family and giving space in our community, and especially your amazing restaurant. So with that, one of the things I'd love to ask is, what do you love so much about Waco?
Well, I love Waco because Waco been good to me. When I come here was 14 years ago, that was very small town, and I see a big potential. We grew up together a lot, and I love Waco because it has a lot of potential. Hispanic community is growing a lot, and it's one of the reasons I named my restaurant Hecho in Waco. Because I love Waco, and I trust on Waco for the big potential for the future.
I love that.
So Hecho en Waco actually means made in Waco. So,
yeah, I love that. And that's fantastic. And again, it just really goes down to that mission of giving to the community and making space. And what's a better way to bring the community together than with food?
Yeah.
And food is such an important part to your heritage as well, correct? What is something you would like to see more of in Waco?
Well, I just see the big potential, like developments, a lot of developments. They're building a lot of hotels, arenas, and I like that area where Waco is, you're in the middle of two big cities, straight shot to Austin, Dallas, or right in the middle. So we on the middle of the two potential cities.
Yeah. And it's fantastic getting to see that growth here in town. And again, being here for so long and being a business owner in our community for so long. I'm sure you've had a really good insight on what it's like.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. And I know there's probably been so many people behind the scenes that has helped out with getting this started as well. Is there anybody else you want to shout out that's maybe helped you on this journey or has been there for you?
Well, thanks my family, my sister, and my brothers, and all my family for the support. They support me a lot, and we work to do the best we can. We try to satisfy all the customers. It's very hard.
Yeah.
But we work hard, to provide quality food, good service. And we work a lot on the prices. We try to keep good prices for Waco.
I do want to give a special shout out to my brother-in-law. His name is Arturo. He's in the kitchen. He's behind all the yummy recipes.
Ooh, I know who I'm gonna call up.
Yeah. And also the staff, obviously, they've been working very hard since we opened. Most of our staff has been with us since the first day.
Wow.
We're still hiring, by the way.
Hey, you need a job. Yeah. But yeah, give us all of your socials where we can get more information. Give us everything.
We do have Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, we're just Maria Mezcaleria _. And then on Facebook, you can just find us under Maria Mezcaleria. And then we do have happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. All of our appetizers and drinks are half price.
Ooh.
And then on Saturdays and Sundays, we do brunch starting at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, up until 3 p.m.
All right, perfect. That's fantastic. And I know you guys have some amazing dishes. What is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish out of our menu is tlayuda.
Ooh.
It comes from the region of Oaxaca, and it is a thin, crispy corn tortilla. It's large in size, and then you can get refried beans on it, cheese, and you can get either beef fajita, chicken fajita, carnitas, chorizo on it.
Ooh.
It's very good. It's our most popular dish too.
Wow.
That's my favorite one.
What's your favorite?
Same time.
Same thing.
I like,
They're just sort of the same.
Cochinita and carnitas, but
Ooh.
we're going to create new dishes.
Ooh, okay.
We try to bring. We're going to focus on tamales oaxaqueños. I hope they'll be my favorite.
So good.
And I try to chase my sister because on Mexico she do the best tamales. But it's hard to. She can pass me the recipe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just call her up. Be like, give me that recipe or else.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. And, again, just sharing culture and sharing food is so important.
Yes. And before we end, we actually brought you a special gift.
Oh, my gosh. For me?
For all of you. So
That's
that you
so
can
exciting.
creyente mezcal.
I'm so
that y'all can try it.
I'm so excited. Well, thank you guys so much. Here, I'll put this right here so people can see it.
You
Tell me about this one. Tell me all about it.
What is all the liquors make different effects on you, but actually, if you drink mezcal, that makes you smarter.
Oh. Well, I'm definitely going to drink the whole bottle. It's
a saying.
Is there scientific evidence to back this up?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm really excited about that, and thank you so much for bringing it. So where's this one from? Does it?
That one is from Oaxaca, Mexico.
Okay,
yeah.
awesome.
So most of the mezcal that we do have at Maria Mezcaleria is from Oaxaca. We also have some that is from Guerrero, but most of the mezcals that we carry are from the region of Oaxaca.
Wow, that's really cool.
So the most smarter people drink mezcal.
Mm-hmm. That can be your new logo.
Yeah.
That's your new slogan for the restaurant.
Yes.
Come, it makes you smarter. Well, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us today and coming on the show. Is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
No, I just want to thanks Waco, thanks all the community for the support, and thanks to the people to support the local business.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And just having this opportunity.
Thank you for having us here.
Yes, thank you. Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.